message, like text me in Discord, and I'll make sure.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series Season 3 qualifier out here at Dexterity Depot in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, courtesy of our amazing course designer, Matt Bradley, an absolute legend out in the Pennsylvania area for Ninja, and he has been putting on an absolutely amazing show for our courses at Dexterity Depot. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Joe Morovsky, the weatherman out here for our preteen division. And Joe, it's been an absolutely amazing first couple of divisions. What are we supposed to be expecting from our preteens out here today?
Billy, first of all, you said it. Matt Bradley is just he's an incredible course designer. His mind is just something that needs to be studied because the obstacles always are so intense, so fun, so challenging. I did not have the ability to watch the previous divisions, so I'm really excited. I know a lot of our viewers are probably just tuning in now to see some of their favorite preteens get on the course, so we're all going to be seeing it for the first time here, but I'm sure you've been able to see some of the obstacles that these athletes have had to face in the placement course and the challenge course. I mean, what do we got, Billy? We have, I'm guessing, a very fair speed course followed by a really challenging final course there, right?
Absolutely. The first course, the placement course, which we're going to be explaining in due time, has a lot of different variations in terms of how our athletes can be pushed in the speed side of things. And then the challenge course is also a speedier course, mind you. The time limit is about 3 minutes and 15 seconds with 9 obstacles. So all of them can be done in quick succession. But of course, as the Premier Series is different to most of our WNL competitions, we're going to be having a look at the rules and how our athletes got here. So, let's have a look at how we are getting here. We have taken the top 25% of all athletes from the World Championships along with their season standings, and they have all gotten an invitation to the Premier Series. This also goes for a couple of athletes around the world that might not have gone to the World Championships, particularly some international athletes, such as people from the UK, France, Israel, Australia, Canada as well. So a lot of those guys have been gotten special invitations so they can compete in here too. In terms of the courses that we have running today, we've got the placement course where if you fall or run out of time, your run will be over. And then the challenge course will come on after that, where every athlete has 2 retries available, but our athletes can only utilize a retry once on an obstacle. So if you go onto the challenge course with a retry available and you fail an obstacle, you can then go back to the start of that obstacle and then attempt it again. And if you clear it, you can carry on with the rest of your course. You have 2 opportunities to do that. For both courses right here, the purpose for the placement course is going to be seeding the run order for the challenge course. So if you get first place on the placement course, you will be going last on the challenge course. And when the challenge course comes around, it will be determining who qualifies for the Premier Series Finals. And that is based off of the top 4 athletes in every division, from kids to elites, male and female. The top 4 in all of them from every single place will be getting an invite to the Premier Series Finals on November 22nd and 23rd. We are nearly there. 3 weeks left until we hit Motus Ninjas in Lee Summit, Missouri for our Premier Series finals. It's going to be absolutely astonishing. They put on an amazing qualifier earlier this weekend, and I'm hyped to see what they've got ready for us in November. But Joe,
that's crazy,
we have
man.
got some amazing athletes here today, 19 to be precise. We have got 7 females and then 12 males for our preteen roster, and I'm hyped to be getting on with it.
I'm just shocked that we're less than a month away from the Premier Series finals. Time has just flown this season, and it's been exciting. Every stop around the country, every gym, every competition, there's been something new, something, to push these athletes to the max, to push them to their breaking point, to see if they're going to, give it everything that they've got or they're going to fold. Some of these obstacles are just mentally challenging. Maybe it's some sort of commitment move that they just don't want to do because it's, scary, or maybe it's a physically challenging move. I know a few weeks ago, I believe we were down in Florida, the final obstacle, one of them for the elite, males and females, they had a flying bar. They had to bring the flying bar over a blocker. That it was just something insane that, RJ put together. And so, we never know what to expect. I know the preteens is going to be a little more tame compared to the elite division, but once again, all the obstacles, they're so much fun. You can see on the screen right now, we have the obstacle list for our placement course. So, use your imagination. What can the spring cliff be? The rope jump, sonic curve. There's a lot of kind of obvious ones in there, but I'm excited for fidget fun at the end. That sounds fun.
Precisely so. It's going to be amazing. We have Matt Bradley, our course designer, testing things out, giving us a demo of what's to come here. Very speedy.
Yeah, we went right into that demo there. So this is the Diamond Dash Obstacle 5, the Silins, Obstacle 6. And then it looks like fidget fun. It's fun because if you're not linking it, are you really having fun?
That is a very, very good point there. But regardless, within the entirety of this placement course, there are a lot of opportunities for links and ways to save time amongst your peers here in the preteen division. And Diamond Dash, compared to the last 2 divisions, there's been an extra diamond added. There are now 4 to traverse across, as opposed to the regular 3 that we have had over the course of today so far. And our preteen females are going to be starting things out, but tomorrow the action does continue. We have got 3 more divisions that are going to be taking to the course. The amateur division early in the morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and then the teens are going to follow them at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and then the elite division is going to end things out at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Dexterity Depot. It's going to be absolutely brilliant to see what they all have in store for us and what Matt Bradley, our course designer, is going to cook up for them to be taking on. But Joe, we have got 19 amazing preteens, and we're about to be getting started with the first of them, Sarah Dimpsey, a Dexterity Depot regular, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, this is a loaded field of ninjas. Sarah having to lead them all off here. Let's see how she can handle the first obstacle here. Looking good.
Nice
Great job so far.
We can see her moving along through onto this rope jump. Not a problem. I think that rope might be higher than the last couple of divisions, but regardless, Sarah moving along, utilizing a large figure there with the length of being very tall. She's able to reach out very well onto Diamond Dash.
Nice. Yep. That one can be scary. Diamond Dash, got to make sure you're centered. If you step in that back end of the diamond, it flips up and it gets in your face. So great foot placement by Sarah there. Looking to beat the Silence. Little tricky dismount there, but gets it. And here we go. Fidget fun. Let's see if Sarah can link these things.
Coming into the middle one. The one hand almost slipped off there, but recovered very well. And then links that dismount to get our first buzzer. We are 1 for 1, Joe. Lovely stuff from Sarah.
1 for 1. That's right, Billy. It's always good to see it clear on the first run. It helps not only the confidence of Sarah because, going first is always tough, but at the same time, the athletes coming up next, we've seen placement courses where we have no clears for almost the entire time. And so to have a clear on the very first runner, that's always great. But like I was saying before Sarah started her run, this is a loaded field. We have some very recognizable names, one of them being Megan Moore here. And for the females coming up, some of the best females and males in the world are here today. And, you know, this is just going to be a lot of fun to watch. And Rebecca, also among those top females. Let's see what she can do here from Ninja Mania in Danbury, Connecticut. Let's see if she can get through this course in less than 40 or so seconds, 47 to be exact, from Sarah Dimpsey.
Rebecca comes out of Ninja Mania. They train a lot of speed there with the head-to-head rig that they have got set up over there. And the speed... Oh no! The Diamond Dash claims its first victim in the preteen female division. Rebecca going down there, Joe.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Those diamonds, you know, they have the little pink markers on top of them to try to help foot placement, but you know, it's so tough because if you look ahead just a little too soon, the foot placement on the one that you're trying to step on, you might miss it, and there goes the run. And that is it's a very tough obstacle. We've had it on American Ninja Warrior. I've done that obstacle. I love it and I hate it, but I guess that goes for all agility.
Precisely so. Yeah, agility and balance, definitely in an obstacle that can be combined into those aspects as well. Definitely not the easiest to take on there. But then again, we have got a lot more athletes to come, 17 to be exact, with a lot of buzzers still to come, I am sure. But also, you can never be too sure going through any of these obstacles. You know, Diamond Dash is only 1 out of 7 that these guys have to face, and it could be more difficult for some than others. But then again, we have obstacles like Fidget Fun where the laches are really going to be tested. Let's see if Zoe Gelsinger out of Ninja Logic is going to be able to turn some heads.
Yeah, Zoe is, I mean, she's an incredible athlete. You know, she just got to become an ambassador for Slap Chalks, ambassador for the brand. And, you know, she is just very involved in sports. She's very involved in school. So, really cool kid. And obviously very good. Come on. Ambassador for Slap Chalks. Oh, no! Did she touch?
She's fine.
That
Looks
was
like
close.
She saved herself. On that third one, she was really close to having a foot tap, but we can see Zoe here.
That was
gonna
really
take a
close.
jump up to the first fidget spinner in Fidget Fun, Joe. This is a lot of fun here, linking stuff,
Nice,
and that's
thanks.
another buzzer for us.
Zoe, great run. I'm wondering, Billy, if those fidget spinners are offset slightly, because that definitely will make. Look at this, really close. She must have kept her foot up on number 3 there. It looked like it touched by the view we had, but I think it was a little illusion. I think her foot stayed on that 3rd diamond, so she was able to pull it off there at the end. That was an exciting run.
It really, really was an excitement, a lot to offer there, and that's definitely going to make the rest of our preteen competitors definitely a bit more confident in knowing that this course can be done, even with a couple of hiccups regardless. We're going to be having Finley Gross coming through here, a Dexterity Depot regular. Let's see if the home field advantage will be helping her out at all within this.
Yeah, Finley got that game face on. Let's see what she can do here on the course. Obstacle 1, taking it easy, doing the long arm technique here, so straight arms, a little bit slower, but hey, we get the obstacle done, and that's what we want. We got to get these clears. That's probably the number 1 priority going into challenge here, so we get a better placement. Taking a little backswing there on the bars. I'm not seeing a lot of speed out of Finley, but it's not always about speed here. We got to get the clear. Looking good.
I'm thinking that Finley knows that the time limit might be a bit lenient compared to other placement courses that we've had in the Premier Series. 1:30, definitely on the longer side of timers, so that gives our athletes a bit more room to work with, and it works out for Finley Gross very well.
Great.
Our top time, 40.
Yeah, Finley kind of started off. Finley started off what looked to be a little slow, but she, you know, being smooth is fast, and I didn't see any real issues at all there on that run. So smoothness equals speed, and going fast, sometimes you make a mistake. So Finley, first place right now. Zoe coming in at 2nd, and Sarah, there's our top 3 with Rebecca coming in at 4th. All finishers, might I add. So that is really good to see. Always love to see that. And we got an exciting run coming up now. Megan Moore. Megan Moore has been doing a lot of ninja in her career, and see what she could do today.
Starting in 2021, she has been doing absolutely amazing things. She managed to get 9th place at the World Championships this past year at the Greensboro Coliseum, and she's quickly linking through there, not even particularly throwing her lower body back, but she's just kind of moving with her arms, and perfect on the Diamond Dash. Yeah,
Megan is no stranger to running first, running last, being in first. She's been in every situation, and I don't think anything's going to face her. You can see right there,
31
seconds. I mean, just disgustingly fast. Disgusting. Just so good. I can't even talk. So good.
Honestly, absolutely brilliant stuff. A part of me thinks that we could be getting a sub 30-second run. We had one in the mature kid male division by the skin of one of the athlete's teeth. And I think with more than enough opportunities to hit that goal with the amount of preteens that we have in this division, I do think it's more than possible that a sub 30 can happen. But currently, Megan Moore is at the top of the leaderboard, 31 seconds flat. And we have two more athletes left in the female side of things, the first of which being Emily Bauco.
Yeah, Emily's from Ninja Mania, really close to my hometown here in Connecticut, and another really incredible athlete, really fast, on the taller side, which is great for some of these longer obstacles, longer reach, makes these lengths a little easier, but makes Diamond Dash a little bit harder. Good job there, staying calm, staying collected. Let's see how we can finish these last two obstacles. A really good pace right now, Billy.
Absolutely, a Premier Series finalist right here, coming through on the fidget spinners. Lovely stuff there. 31.38, so close.
So close. Emily, what an incredible run. That was so good. And you know what? When you get down to like the tenths of seconds, it really comes down to starting and finishing obstacles. I know we've talked about this, Billy, in the past in different courses around the country that we've been, hosting and, trying to educate the viewer a little bit, right? These hundredths, tenths, even half a second or more sometimes comes down to how you land on a finished platform, how you turn the corner to get to a starting platform. Are you ready for that? You can make up 2, 3, 4 seconds in just how you approach finishing and starting an obstacle. So let's see how Ayla handles the course here from jump, climb. Let's see how she handles this.
Here we go.
Frederick
not having any major problems so far. We can see Ayla moving on through without a problem. Stepping down to then swing off of that rope. Not a problem here. A minute 12. Having a bit of trouble trying to get up to those bars. But now, Joe, I think we can see she's starting to come alive in this run.
Yeah, definitely settled those nerves a little bit. Taking a second before agility.
Oh, no. The guardrails are off limits right there. So Ayla's going to go down and out on the Diamond Dash. That's going to put her in quite the early position there. We could see, just wanted to readjust herself. It's really tempting when you're on a balance obstacle like that to just put your hands out and try and save yourself from falling. But regardless, that's going to put Ayla at the top of the running list for when we get to the challenge course. She's going to be running first after the break. But now, Joe, we're going to be turning the attention over to the male side of things. The lively lads in the preteen male division are going to be coming through now, starting out with Christopher Delgardio coming out of Dexterity Depot.
Yeah, and it looks like course is not going to change, so they're going to have the same obstacles here. And maybe we'll see a sub 30. I don't know. The boys looking to be, Christopher taking his time on obstacle 1, which is fine. Christopher also is a bigger athlete, so a lot of these reaches are going to be quick, easy pull-throughs. But always got to be careful here. Got to stay centered. If you're going to miss,
Diamond
always
dash,
try to miss a little
4.
forward.
Not a problem. Look at that. 65 seconds now as he comes into the silence. As he now reels himself in, getting ready for fidget fun. As he reaches out, he doesn't need to jump. He's got the height necessary to do such a thing, and the height to link such a thing as well. 52 seconds, 37.93 to the buzzer. Joe, that was astonishing.
Yeah, it was a great first run, and just like we said, we're the first female. It's always good. Just go out there, get the clear. Obviously, not failing is going to be the goal, but we do need to put the pressure on the next athletes coming up. So for these preteen males, I think that was a great run for our first runner. Let's see what the rest of them can do here. We got about, 10 more here in the run order, and then we'll see where everyone stands. What do you think, Billy? Are we going to see a sub 30 in this course?
I do think it's more than possible, especially with a lot of these guys being taller, being able to link out and reach to more. Let's see if Jack Barton, our next competitor, coming out of Kinetic Ninja Warrior, could be that person to get the sub 30.
Yeah, he's moving quick, turning the corners quick, and that's what, like I said earlier, it's about how we land, how we turn the corner. Oh, that's not going to be good. Wasted second and a half there. I understand the stabilization before going on Diamond Dash. You kind of want to settle because that is the one hiccup, right? That's the one place a lot of these athletes might get a slip up. Maybe there too. Maybe that's why that's called the silence, because it's a silent killer. You got to be careful with that blind grab in the back there.
Oh no! The peel out on the fidget spinner is what gets Jack Barton there. Visibly distraught by the looks of things. That's unfortunate there. You could see throughout the run a couple of slip-ups on the silence that might have played to him mentally as to why he had, it looks like he had one hand over the other on one of the holes, and that's what lost him his grip.
Yeah, Billy, I think he just grabbed his own hand, and that might have been the problem. You could like you said, he looked visibly shaken. That's just not an obstacle. A lot of these kids fail. It was a mistake. Mistakes are going to happen, and what he needs to do now is just try to forget about it, get ready for challenge, because there's nothing we can do.
Exactly. Next up, getting 23rd at the World Championships this year is going to be Brendan Weissk, coming in now onto the rope jump, turning around on the Sonic Curve, and now links a bunch of these laches in the lache lane and linking out immediately to save time.
Yeah, this is a really, really good run. This has got to be fastest so far. If he can keep this pace up, we're going to see our new first place plus a sub 30. Just got to put it together. He wanted it there. Smart not going for it. Just got to link the rest, and he's got sub 30.
Look at that. No belly.
1 second by. Oh, no. But
31.09.
31, that's right. 31, even though it wasn't a sub 30. 1 second off. First place, so tough to beat.
Absolutely, we could just see him right there. I think if he fully committed and his hips were in the correct position on that first fidget spinner, he would have had it and gotten that sub 30. But then again, it might not have happened. He might have gotten just over 30. So you never know in a scenario like this. But we still have 9 opportunities for that time barrier to be broken. The first of which being Cannon Bird, another Jump Climb Extreme representative coming out of Walkersville, Maryland. And he's coming through on the Spring Cliffs easily.
Yeah, good start here. Quick turn. Yep. Looked like he wanted to go on the step up on that warped wall, but hesitated a bit, slipped a bit, but not bad. Good turn to the Diamond Dash. Another good turn. It's all about smoothness here, Billy. Let's see if he can link right off the platform.
Lovely.
All right, we got 3 seconds for first. 3 seconds.
Gonna push through here. Isn't gonna quite get the sub 30, but he still wants the buzzer regardless. So he's gonna link this final dismount with a lot of height and come down 37.22 in second place.
Yeah, lots of height there, but I think he needed it to kind of stabilize that dismount. He might have been a little crooked, and so he needed to ride that last fidget spinner a little longer to right the direction. So great awareness there to kind of hold on a little longer. Let's see, maybe we get a little angle of the dismount. Yeah, it might have been just a little off, but overall, really great run. Hits the buzzer. We get some reactions, it looks like, in the background there. Some open mouths for the height on the dismount, but really good run from Cannon, and I think that puts him into second place. Yeah, just by talking about 7/10 of the second or so behind in front of Christopher. So these times are close, but Brendan leading the pack by a whole 6 seconds. So let's see what we can get from these final preteen male athletes. See if we get that first place challenged a little bit.
Now then, we have got a Canadian athlete coming out of Jerseyville, Ontario. It is going to be Drew Morelli coming out of Zakeda Ninja Warrior. Started Ninja in 2020. Height of 5'2", wingspan of 5'1". He's quickly matching through things here. Ontario, definitely quite the trek to get over here. Nice save there. And you can see him quickly matching and just pulling through. One more swing to be safe, and he dismounts.
Yep. Oh, good save.
That's fine. There we go. Crashing, battered and bruised. Moving through the rest of this course. Very well.
Takes a chain to the shin, but sometimes we just got to do what we got to do to get through the obstacle. Oh, one-handed. Come on.
Look at that. That is brilliant. 33.39.
Matt Bradley smiling on the camera there. That was funny. Yeah, that was a really great run, and I love the gibbons at the end here. One hand on each fidget spinner. That's really great.
Brilliant stuff right there. Absolutely astonishing. 33, we're getting a more consistent range of buzzer times, if anything. The 37 to 31 range seems to be where we're at currently. But again, we still have 7 more competitors to try and get that sub 30 that we are so eager for. And coming out of Texas here, with the main gym being Austin Ninjas out here, we're going to have Keaton Grosso.
Yeah, Keaton is fast. He grew up in Texas. He moved to Maryland this summer, and he loves playing all these other sports. It's not just ninja for him. So I like that for a ninja athlete, having this well-rounded background. You can see he's cruising right now. Skips the blind
10
grab.
seconds. Come on, this is it. This is it. Keaton Grosso, the underbar, getting 23 and a half.
Wow. Billy, that was textbook perfection. I mean, when we talk about lengths, we're always talking about setting those hips back. He's going past that. He's underbarring his dismounts. That is how the pros do a lot of these obstacles. Watch the dismount here. He gets legs in front and underbars that dismount. That is faster and harder to do, but you see the reward. Keaton, 23 and a half seconds, 6 seconds faster than our previous first place Brennan. So that is crazy.
I am astonished still. I'm speechless, and that's not a good thing because I'm supposed to be commentating.
I know. I didn't think we'd see 23. Like, if you had asked me, Billy, I would have thought maybe 27, but that's crazy. Glinton up next, New York, New York. Let's see what he can do here. He's from Fair Oaks. I've seen him a bunch out different competitions locally, coached by Zach Eichenstein and Xavier and Ramses and Kevin Carbone. Trains with Megan Moore and Luke Savage and Will Voss. So, this kid is no stranger to some of the best ninjas in the world, knows how to move. It's just going to come down to putting it all together.
So close. Look at that. 26.82. That's brilliant there. Oh, my goodness. That is so good. This kid, absolutely brilliant. I mean, he qualified 3rd place last year at the competition at Ferox, I want to say, for the Premier Series. And it's clear to see why. Super, super strong, super fast as well. Not afraid to link anything and throw at any move possible. That was class.
This is the Premier Series, the best of the best, going head-to-head on the course, and that was just so exciting to watch. I'm watching and learning new tech on what's faster on this course every time I see somebody run. Glinton ran up the warped wall there and kind of cut the corner right into some ultra moves where he's not really setting, he's just pulling, and that was just really great to watch. Really, really good strategy.
Now then, Jack Vaughlumac coming out of Iron City Ninja is going to be wanting to match that caliber. We're starting to see a consistent speed be set, Joe. Not a lot of time between these splits. We can see Joe. Oh, no! What? Bro went on the underside of the diamond. I didn't know that happened.
Oh, man. That's what happens. You get that foot placement just a little off. And I think that's what we had. His front foot went to the front of the diamond, and that's all it takes sometimes. You just miss it by a little bit. It's a game of inches, Ninja, sometimes, and there it is.
Looked like he took a rough tumble there as well, so Jack is going to be in the top position to be running first for our division with the worst results so far. But that doesn't mean it's over. A lot of things can happen in the challenge course once we get to it. But we still have 4 more athletes left to go. The first of which is going to be the one and only Alex Schaefer. Her sister Emily competed in the mature kid female division a bit ago, and Alex got 7th place at the World Championship. So we're going to be seeing a lot of speed and technique from him.
Oh, yeah. Alex is really, really good. He finished 2nd in the Midwest standings in Season 10. He won 10 competitions, and he's a tall kid, strong kid, trains at Steel City Ninja, some of the best coaches in the world there. And he looks so smooth and confident. Let's see where he finishes.
Yes! Look at that. 27.
Man.
The fact that there are 3 sub-30s now just proves that this division is an absolute nutcase when it comes to going fast.
Yeah, they are cooking on the course right now. That's all I can say. They are cooking.
Precisely so. I am loving all of the technique and just overall ninja skill that we're seeing so far. We have a 27, a 26, and a 23 taking up the podium currently, with Brendan with a 31 right behind him. 3 more athletes remain to take on this placement course, and the first of which is going to be Ellias Slanker coming out of Dexterity Depot, a regular here.
Yep, regular Dexterity Depot. It's, there's a little comfort being in your home gym, but it doesn't mean that you're going to do well, so he's got to try to lock in here. It's also really hard to run after some really fast ninjas go. You see he got a... Oh, no.
What? It looks like he just stepped out of bounds on instinct, sadly, so that's going to put Elias at the top of the running order, which is unfortunate there. We could see he was moving at quite the efficient pace, but then he diverted off to the left, and that's going to put him at the bottom currently.
He just went the wrong way. That's frustrating. When you have a landing platform that is also a starting platform, you're not able to leave that platform for anything. And so that's what happened there. Just made a wrong turn. And who knows? Who knows why that happened? Sometimes there is no answer. But Elliot, up next. Coming from Lansdale, PA. Nice, good start here, pulling through those cliffhangers, staying locked off. That is faster than letting those arms go straight. It would have been good to see that turn a little bit quicker to stay on pace with the top 3. But still, not a bad run. Let's see how he handles Diamond Dash. Great.
Nice. He kind of surfed that last one to let it go a bit more further than it should. But still, Elliot coming along through, representing the Gravity Forge. They train a lot of power. Okay, look at that. Then linking out of it, nearly had the sub 30, 31.16. Only 7 milliseconds behind Brendan, just outside the top 4 currently.
Man, that was a good run too, and for the small little mistakes of not being able to link, really didn't mess him up too bad. He still had a really great time. He wanted that third link, or the third fidget spinner on the link, but made a smart move not to go for it, because if he didn't make that Lachey, he would have been in 9th place, it looks like. But getting that clear, solidifying it, bumps him up a few more spots in the run order for challenge. So good call there, not going for it and risking it. And here we go. Alfio, Freeport Ninja Academy. Alfio, I've actually coached him a bunch throughout the years. He is very fast, and if he could put it together here, he's going to be a contender for top 3. It's gotta be a matter of
goodness me! He's beating the pace by a second. I didn't know that was possible at this rate in the competition. Alfio gonna take a massive, a bit of a hesitation, but runs through it. Now 8 more seconds before the sub 30. Look at that underbar. Oh my lord.
Yeah, so he had the backswing there on the Silins, or whatever that second to last obstacle is there. And that was the mistake between first and second, I believe. Alfio is known for speed. He is known for giving it everything he's got. And if it lands him in first, great. If it lands him in last, that's what it is. He just goes for it. And that's what makes him so great. And was able to right the wrong there, not fall on the second to last obstacle, and able to get the buzzer, putting him in 2nd place.
That was absolutely brilliant. And even with a little turnaround on the Silins there, he could have had the fastest time, possibly matching Keaton's pace and beating him by a second up to the Silins point. But still, Joe, that's going to wrap it up for the preteen division. That has been wrapped up relatively fast there, and that just goes to show how speedy every single one of these guys are. It is absolutely brilliant to see, especially at this young an age as well. 11 and 12-year-olds, they've already developed this much ninja skill. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. I feel like that was one of the most exciting preteen placement courses I've seen so far. Just a lot of surprises, lead changes, just times being posted that I didn't think were going to be posted. I mean, we've seen it from the females here, Megan Moore, Emily Bauco, and Finley Gross putting in some really great times. But, Megan and Emily going into the low 30s, that's just crazy. And then the preteen males, I mean, we saw those times. Like I said, I didn't think we'd see more than maybe 1 or 2 sub 30. But not only did we see more than that, we saw some like mid to lower side mid 20s. So just gets me really ready for this challenge course because it's not just about speed now. Now we're going to be going into the tech and the really difficult obstacles. So I think we're going to take a little break here, Billy. We'll come back for the preteen division challenge course in just a little bit.
Indeed, so we will see you guys after the break. From Billy Dixon and Joe Moravsky, we will see you soon. Don't go anywhere.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalk! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, Rock Climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series Season 3 qualifier out here at Dexterity Depot in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, getting ready for the Pre-Teens Challenge course, and I'm here with Joe Morowski.
Hey, Billy. Yeah, so we are back, and we have some tough obstacles for these ninjas in this challenge course. We're going to be running this in reverse order, so our fastest and highest ranked ninjas are going to be going last in the challenge course. So that is the perk to getting a really good placement course time. And here is the run order. We're going to be seeing the females attack this course first, with Ayla starting us off, and then we're going to go down the list here until we get to the preteen males. So time limit, I believe, is around 3 minutes. We'll verify that in just a little bit, but the obstacles are going to be tough. I know a lot of obstacles out here are inspired by maybe specific people or different places. For example, we have Treacherous Triangles, which is obstacle 5, which is kind of a combination of 2 obstacles from American Ninja Warrior. So, you know, a lot of really cool obstacles. And we're going to have, I'm seeing now, 3 minutes and 15 seconds for the challenge round. And you can see the obstacle list right there. Sonic Curve number 1, Popsicle Sticks number 2, and so on through obstacle 9, with Grim Reaper coming in at obstacle 9. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see if there is any changes from the mature kids division as we get into this preteen division. I'm sure there'll be some. Definitely going to be harder than what we saw in mature kids. How many clears did we have in mature kids, Billy?
I want to say that we had 6 clears, 3 for the females and 3 for the males in the mature kids, at least.
So that's promising because, you know, getting clears at all is always a tough one in a challenge course format, because you get those extra retries. If you're just tuning in now, the way challenge course works is you're going to have 2 retries on the course, except you cannot use them back to back on an obstacle. So if somebody fails obstacle 2, the clock is paused, they reset the obstacle, they get a retry. If they fail that retry, their run is over. But if they're able to clear, they still have 1 retry in the bank for an obstacle somewhere else. So fun format when you get retries, but at the same time, that makes for more difficult courses. And we are here at the Premier Series where we have the greatest ninjas in the world. So difficult courses, it's just another day at the gym for these kids.
Absolutely. I think one way I would describe this challenge course in particular would be a time capsule. As you said, one of the obstacles called the Treacherous Triangles is based off of both the Boardwalk and Angry Birds from ANW, but there are also there's also quite a bit of Sasuke inspiration going on as well. Obstacles 3, the kickoff, the swivel doors, and the chain reaction are all based off of Sasuke obstacles. And I remember a couple of weeks ago, Matt Bradley, the course tester and designer that you guys can see on your screens right now, I saw in his Instagram story around 3 weeks ago that he was doing some research on old Sasuke obstacles that he had seen from back in his childhood. And a lot of them that I had saw on that story are now in the Premier Series. So we can see the Sonic Curve and Popsicle Sticks done. Kickoff now comes along through where we pull back and then slide onto a bar. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny when Matt Bradley is demoing, because Matt is not holding back. Sometimes when you see these demos, like I know when I'm demoing for the kids, especially like a younger division, I'll demo it at a pace where, you know, it makes it more reasonable for the kids. It looks like Matt is just going all out, and I love it. That is just so Matt Bradley.
I mean, the thing is here, if we're in the Premier Series, you might as well go all out and try and imitate some Matt Bradley type strength and dexterity, if you will, at Dexterity Depot. We can see here the swivel doors, taking some inspiration from the floating boards from the early days of A&W and Sasuke. The switchback, a Noah Munia-inspired obstacle. A lot of balance there. It's kind of like a morphed quadriceps. And then the chain reaction out here. We've got a sideways grab to a couple of nunchucks here on like a seesaw type move, where if you put too much pressure on one side, the other will come back up. And then this is the grip Reaper. Joe Morowski, you are in for a treat here.
Oh boy, I don't like it. Let's see what we got going on here. When Matt Bradley needs to take extra swings, you know something's happening. Oh, right. I like what I see so far. Oh!
And then we have the Brett Sims style saloon doors and the tipping rope wall right there, going upside down and releasing the doors, going up into the Dexterity Depot heavens to hit the
man.
buzzer at the top of the gym.
The dexterity, yeah, the heavens of the depot. You know, that is a really cool obstacle to wrap up with, because a lot of the ninjas are going to be a little tired when you get your legs up. You know, when you go inverted and you got your legs above you, not only are you trying to push doors open inverted, but your grip is going to be taxed. You know, so getting on and off these obstacles is going to be key. I mean, as it usually is, but maybe more so today than ever before, because to be able to have some strength left at the end is going to be crucial.
Absolutely. A large part of a good placement, a good challenge course run even, is just consistency. With going through all the obstacles, a lot of these athletes should have the conditioning necessary to have strength to go through these obstacles without getting too tired, depending on how things go, because obviously it is ninja. It's a physical activity. Of course, you're going to get tired. Your body is going to be in absolute shreds by the end of everything, but you have to have enough energy to just pull on through with every single obstacle that you guys see here. But we have a lot of action to still bestow upon ourselves for the rest of this weekend. Tomorrow, the action continues for the amateurs, teens, and the elite division. The amateurs are happening at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. The teens are happening at 11:30 Eastern, and then the elite division will be occurring at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time here at Dexterity Depot. It's going to be absolutely incredible to see what amazing ninja talent us guys have to offer for you as viewers and ninjas who watch these competitions to try and get a good grasp of what goes on in the ninja world. But Joe, we have got 19 incredible preteens that are going to be getting started out here, and our first athlete is going to be Ayla Blackmore, who unfortunately had a rough tumble on the Diamond Dash in the placement course, so she's going to be hoping to redeeming herself on this challenge course right here to be the first runner.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Ayla. She's going to have to really lock in. It's hard coming in from, a course where you make a mistake and having to go into something even harder. But, a lot of these kids, they're not new to ninja, and they just need to remember that this is a new course, and what just happened half an hour ago is irrelevant. It's time to just focus on what we have in front of us, take it one obstacle at a time, and go hit that buzzer.
Absolutely. I'll just throw a lot of your worries out of the window, all of your worries out the window. Go ahead and just go ahead knowing that you have a solid plan going into a challenge course like this. You know, the retries are available, so that skews in a bit of a spanner into the works, but regardless, coming out of Jump Climb Extreme, starting out the challenge course for the preteens, it's going to be Ayla Blackmore, and here she goes onto the popsicle sticks.
Yeah, I really like the pace that she... Oh, looks like
Wait, hold up.
maybe something wasn't reset on the course after Matt Bradley's demo is my guess. But we'll find out in just a second here. Looks like she'll probably get a rerun, seeing as how they just hit a clear sound, not a fail sound. So let's see what we have going on. Yeah, they're just going to do a reset and restore. Yeah, it looks like so the course needed to be reset. So no big deal. Might as well get that out of the way. She's going to run right now. Run number 2.
Here we go. Take 2 out here for Ayla coming along through 3 minutes and 5 seconds as she starts to build up swing, getting ready for the popsicle sticks. Ayla, not particularly the tallest athlete, so having to utilize as much surface area as possible on these holds right here. And we're just under 3 minutes now, a bit of a slip up that wall. So it looks like a change for this division, at least for the kids and mature kids. They had a little block to step on to get closer to these rings. The preteens now just have to run through the warped wall to get onto those little rings there. And Ayla not having a problem so far, moving into the left turn.
Yeah, let's see how she handles this obstacle here. Taking the ring with her, putting it on that other hook, looking good so far. Got to make sure that swing stays straight. A little challenging when you're coming in from the side. You got to redirect and go to a different direction, but making it happen here.
Yeah,
Great
nice.
job.
Lovely stuff there. Now, this is the first proper crux, in my opinion. We saw a lot of people start to get a tiny bit tired on the treacherous triangles, which is the obstacle Ayla's coming through right now. We can see the grimace and the fingertips really being put to use here. So we're going to see if Ayla has the skills necessary. She's a shade on to the first set of cliffs on this triangle. Let's see if the theme continues. Oh, the slip out from her fingers.
Yeah, that was close. She does get that retry now, but she needs to make sure she gets the clear on this next one. Ayla not going to want to hold back on the swing. It looks like her swing was a little bit soft going into the second triangle there. She kind of narrowly caught the first one. I think those triangles are a little heavier than maybe what some of these athletes are thinking. We're going to want to get them underneath. Let's see if we can do that here.
Here we
All right,
go.
keeping the
Nice.
feet back, which is fine, but hips are under. Let's see if we can get a little extra swing.
Oh, nearly had it there as well. That's going to be it for Ayla Blackmore on the challenge course. A very good effort. You know, a lot of hand strength and overall forearm strength, particularly on the treacherous triangles, are definitely used up there. And when you have a moving contraption like this, you got to make sure that you leave your hands off of the cliffs and onto the next set of cliffs at the exact same time to minimize the wobble that the overall apparatus has.
Well, let's see if the next few athletes can, learn from each other. That's kind of what Ninja's all about. You watch athletes run while you're warming up, and you see what goes right, you see what goes wrong, and you try to make those corrections.
Right then, here we go. Rebecca Sillins going to be coming along through out of Ninja Mania. They do train a lot of speed over at Ninja Mania, but this is more of a conservative kind of energy course out here. But obviously, it is quite the time limit to look after. 3 minute 15 for 9 obstacles. You don't want to take too much time in between things and use little retries as possible to make sure that you truly have enough strength to carry on through this course to the best of your ability and enough time to do that too.
Yeah, I like what Rebecca was trying to do there, which was redirect before letting go of that back ring. Did a decent job at getting off that obstacle relatively quickly. I think she wanted to get off a little bit sooner, but it could have been worse. Could have been a little better, but no big deal. We're still looking really good on obstacle 5 here, looking still really strong. I think she'll be able to get through this as long as she doesn't miss those hands here.
Yes, lovely technique we're seeing here, and even doesn't need another swing there. Rebecca Sillins coming along through. Our Wilton, Connecticut representative out here is now on the swivel doors. Currently a lot of precision needed, particularly on your feet within the rocks on these boards. You can see a lot of pressure in the fingertips to make sure that you move through in a certain direction. And Rebecca was reaching out to this T-ledge and a second T-ledge. It was formerly a T-ledge and a ring. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see some ninjas try not to even tip those doors and just go straight into... Oh, this is a tough one right there.
Oh, ow, there. Look at that. A bit of a rough fall going down onto that spinning log. So it seems like you might want to take a bit more time before leaving the second quad step to properly make sure that your feet are going to be in a solid position to move on through. I would take 2, maybe 3 steps on that log to minimize spin.
Yeah, that's really a hard one, Billy, because coming off those angled steps, it looks like it's feet only, right? We're not using our hands. That's one of the big reasons why I think this obstacle's so tough. But she gets through it there. Oh, a sigh of relief from Rebecca getting through on her second try. So she still has one more fail before she is out of fail or retries. And it's great that we have one fail left with 2 obstacles to go. Let's see what she could do here.
And we can see nice stuff. Going to take the kind of wingnut style Lachey over here to the set of rings, over to the set of nunchucks. Good grip there from Rebecca Sillins. Now 35 seconds left for this final obstacle. This could be a buzzer. It also couldn't be. Largely depends on how fast she executes this tech.
Yeah, this is going to be hard. We got to get that ice pick up and on the track, get over to that rope. We only have 20 seconds, so not a lot of time. I know they train a ton of tech in Ninja Mania.
Oh, no! Places it onto the track there. But Rebecca's going to have to take a second attempt at getting that cane onto the slider. 17 seconds left. A lot can happen in that time.
Yeah, this is a nail-biter. Final obstacle. Rebecca trying to be our first clear for the preteen female division here. She's got a shot. She's got to commit to catching this ice pick first.
Oh! No! Nearly had it there. She took control of it with both hands, it looks like. But I think one hand was asking for a different direction in midair. And that ultimately set her out of getting that cane inserted onto the track, but still great redemption, particularly on the switchback there, and getting that chain reaction first try, definitely no easy feat. Look at that, a lot of grip.
Yeah, that was a really, really great run. It really just came down to, in my opinion, it looked like she didn't want to commit to that last move. Maybe just was feeling the pump and didn't want to fall, or maybe just didn't like the move, because it looked like she had a shot there. She got that ice pick up there the first time, but didn't hold on. And the second time, she got both hands on the ice pick, but didn't get up there. So really great run. And now we're going into Sarah Dimpsey here. Let's see if she can get to this. You know, some of these crux obstacles, get through them, and hopefully be our first buzzer.
Look at this here. Sarah coming out of Dexterity Depot. Home gym advantage out here. She knows the atmosphere of the competitions that may be hosted here. A bit of a slippage on the warped wall, but still comes along through on that ring slider right there, and is now going to lachey over to the left turn. A lot of time can be wasted on this obstacle if you're trying to build up a lot of momentum in an unorthodox way, but Sarah, looking at how she's doing things, is not the worst way to go about it, honestly.
Yeah, not too bad there. Taking a few extra swings to get to the bar here. Good dismount.
Going to be chalking up to get ready to go on the treacherous triangles that are going to be coming up now. 2 minutes 18. As she is inserting her hands into the slots at the bottom of these triangles, and is now going to try and adjust herself to get ready for these cliffs.
Oh, okay. Little slip
like
there.
Have to take her first of 2 retries out here, but if she does not make it past the treacherous triangles on this attempt, she will be done.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned with, you know, seeing a pull up. It looked like I'm hoping she's saved some of that bicep strength to control this drop to the first triangle. Gets it!
Yes, there we go. I'm loving the progression that we're seeing out here from Sarah. Makes the second catch.
Sarah just relying on that contact strength.
Oh no,
man.
You can see there. The fingers just slipped. We're going to get a replay of that in just a second. That was so close. It almost happened in slow motion right there. Oh, man.
Yeah, her grip was there. It was just the biceps. She wasn't using her pull power to kind of absorb some of that impact. Just like if you were to jump off a high box onto the ground, you start with more straighter legs and you go into more of a squatting position. It's kind of the reverse when you're trying to absorb impact like an obstacle like that. You hit that obstacle with bent arms and you do the opposite as you would jumping off a box. You actually want to start straightening your arms out. That helps decelerate just a little bit, take some of the stress off the fingertips, and it looks like we just couldn't get it there.
Okay, Zoe Gelsinger out here, coming out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. Out here is going to be coming along through, representing Ninja Logic. I believe that my American geography is getting better. I didn't know what PA was. I tried to kind of rejuvenate myself. For some reason, I thought it was Virginia, and there's no V. What am I on about?
There's no V there. There's no V there, Billy. But you were right. Hanover, PA, Pennsylvania, not too far from where I am right now in Connecticut. And so far, Zoe putting together a pretty good run. We try to get this turn. I like kind of like underdoing the first move and then using your backswing to go on your second. It looked like Zoe didn't go on her second, waited a little bit longer, but there are definitely ways to get through that a little bit quicker. I'd love to see that for some, from some of these athletes moving forward. But, for this, at this point in Zoe's run, looking good. She's taking some extra breaths, extra swings before trying to lock in on this triangles. So far, so good. Her swing looks a little crooked. I think she just straightened it out. Let's see if we can get this one here. Good job. Yes. A little less in the arms that time. That concerns me a little. I hope we get this one. Good job,
yes,
Zoe.
Lovely stuff. I could see how solid her shoulders were coming into those grabs, and that really ensured how secure she was on those jumps. But now, I'm going to try and make up a bit of time here on these swivel doors, but that's definitely a difficult task to achieve, especially because this obstacle right here can definitely be seen as more of a time waster. But regardless, she's still trying to make her way through it at an efficient pace, Joe.
Yeah, I wonder, like I was trying to say earlier, I wonder if we're going to see some people try to do those doors without opening them, and we just kind of traverse across it like a rock wall. I wonder if that's even possible. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out here in our next bunch of runners.
Oh, wow.
Zoe, really good save there.
Haha! Look at that technique, just kind of propping herself up in between the steps to know what to expect when facing the log. But now, off
Ooh,
of
great
that
grab.
apparatus right there, now gonna come along through. And not the best orientation currently. She's a
There it
bit
is, right
better
there.
right here to probably go. Yeah,
That
there
right
we
hand a
go.
little low, Billy. That right hand a little low. Let's see if she can hold on.
A little bit, and she still
Yeah,
hangs
missed
on.
now.
Lovely stuff there. Now then, she's 10 seconds ahead of Rebecca to this point. 40 now to try and come along through onto this final obstacle, the Grip Reaper. We know how difficult this can be, but does she have enough energy left in the tank to climb up to the buzzer?
All right, here we go. 25 seconds, Billy. No one has got through this yet. Looking for the grab. All right.
Ooh, two
Arm
slow
speed a little
reflexes there.
slow, yes. Arm speed a little slow. So, we're looking at the 9th obstacle of the course. Everyone's tired at this point. So, arms are definitely not going to be moving the same way they normally would if they were fresh. So, Zoe's going to have to dig deep here. 17 seconds until she is out of time. Let's see what she can do here in her final attempt.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. Nearly had it. Her arms were definitely faster on that move, but still couldn't hook it on there. But still, brilliant stuff right there out of Zoe. She's currently sitting in first place.
Yeah, that was a really great run out of Zoe. Some close calls, but I love the agility there going across the PVC. Great job holding on to the nunchucks right here. Watch that right hand, really close to the bottom, but just locks in that grip strength and then just couldn't make the ice pick move here at the end on obstacle 9. Really good attempt, though. She was up there. She just didn't get the ice pick around the corner. She was ready to hold on, it looked like.
Absolutely. You could really see a lot of energy really starts to leave you, especially when you get to a very, very deep point in the course there. Literally the final obstacle. You're staring it down. A lot can go through your head. But I'm really wanting to see further progression within the final obstacle. Let's see if Finley Gross can come along through here. And let's see if she can get further in.
Yeah, it looks like Matt definitely put together a course that is very grip intensive. Starting off obstacle 1 and 2, right? We already had that little cliffhanger ledge. Then we go into some more hanging obstacles. Then we have some T-ledges and cliffhangers and Angry Bird type obstacles. So, a lot of cliff type movement. And obstacles that are really going to pump you out. I love the course design and the thought that went into this. So let's see if Finley can turn the corner here. This can be linked, but you see, if you don't go on the first, you're going to have to go on the second or third, sometimes fourth if you really mess up the sequence. But Finley, not a bad start. Puts her in third place right now, 2.5 seconds or so behind the leader, but taking a rest here before approaching obstacle number 5. The treacherous triangles.
Here we go right here. She's trying her best to move on through. Finley Gross out here just over 2 minutes. And she's going to try and get a more head-on approach to the first of the treacherous triangles. And she's got a grip onto it. Just needs to consistently swing on through and grip on. Oh, the left hand couldn't stick it.
Billy, when you have triangles facing, like ledges like that facing you, you can almost treat it like a regular cliffhanger, right? We've talked about this in previous courses where lashang to a cliffhanger is almost smarter if you lachey past it, right? We try to lachey through it. Uh-oh. Finley, a little miss on that special delivery triangle. And
Might
it looks
want
like
to
she's
try
a
and dip a bit more.
Yeah.
Try and dip a bit more, and then you can get a bit more height.
Oh,
Possibly.
no.
Oh, okay. She's going to actually go back to the start platform, rejuvenate a bit of energy. This doesn't count to the retry. She's just going down back to the start. Gets it this time, and now needs to try and emulate the jump that she had earlier to try and get onto this cliff, which
There we
she's got.
go.
Now just needs to act upon the tilt,
Oh,
which
man,
she has
Billy,
done.
I don't like it. Her swing, she needs more swing if she's going to lock in.
Oh, yeah, almost there. You could see
That
she's
second
starting
catch
to go.
was close, and she almost didn't catch it. It looked like a number 2, but like I was saying, trying to Lachey through these cliffhangers. Watch this first one here. Her hips kind of stay under her. Not bad, though. That tech was not bad, but 2 to 3, it was too much up and down, right? We want to Lachey more direct across because those ledges, even though they're tilted at 45 degrees, they're really positive ledges. They have good lips on top. They're not terrible. And I think when you undershoot that Lachey just a little bit, it just adds almost exponentially to the difficulty of the obstacle. But great run. And now up next, Emily from Ninja Mania. Let's see what she can do. Very fast ninja and very experienced. No stranger to tough courses. Let's see what she can do here at this Dexterity Depot course.
Ooh, a bit of a slip on the run-up to the kickoff right there. Gonna have to utilize her wingspan to shift on back and pull through here. Lovely stuff. 2 minutes 50 now. She's trying her best to get the ring into the hook and have a good sense of body orientation on the pullback. Possibly, yes! Immense time save. She's actually the fastest up to this point as well. 6.2 seconds ahead of the standard pace now. She's going to try her best to swing through onto the treacherous triangles and have a successful rhythm going.
Yeah, Emily, I have seen her in competition quite a bit. I think she's going to be able to lock this in here. Really good grip strength. Her Lachey is a little bit different with the legs behind her hips in front. I like to go legs in front with the hips, but totally works. And her speed is great to this point. Remember, we're looking at reverse order from placement, so in theory, we're looking at the best ninjas coming up, and you can see it right here. Emily, almost 3 seconds ahead of pace. Let's see if she can keep this pace up, moving through the swivel doors and into our next obstacle, but so far looking good. See if she can finish this here.
Good stuff so far. In 2023, she qualified for the Premier Series finals from Ferox's qualifier, and then went over to the finals where she placed 10th. Oh! Unfortunately, gonna have to take the retry out here, Emily.
Yeah, that was actually, she was on her heels trying to save it for the entirety of that PVC, and she actually almost did. So I think if she just gets one good step on that PVC, that second step could be as bad as it is, and she could still possibly make it to the platform. But she's got to get a clean one.
There we go. There nice. Lovely stuff there from Emily. Is now going to set aside her momentum for the sideways Lachey, getting onto both of those rings there, and now needs to set an even way of transferring horizontally
this could be
to
it right there.
These nunchucks. She's got it.
Good
She's
grab.
got an okay hand placement as well.
Really good. 56 seconds. She picked up the pace, and she was actually behind a second prior to the previous 2 obstacles, but now 7.5 seconds ahead of the pace. So Emily locked into first place thus far. Let's see if she can be the first person to get this ice pick. Can she do it? I know she
35
can.
seconds. She's got to get the height necessary.
Ah!
Nearly had it. Oh, mate. So close.
So, she went up with the ice pick in her hand, caught it, brought it down with her, and was still nervous that it was going to hit her in the head. And, having an obstacle like this where you have a free ice pick, you got to move it, manipulate it, land it somewhere. It's intimidating. It's a little scary. So, don't be afraid of the ice pick here. She's got to attack it. She's got to trust it. Come on. Oh, Emily.
So close for Emily. So really, really nearly there. Oh, my. You could see there. She had a very, very good pace in the early areas of this course as well. Didn't really need to stop for anything. Had a small slip up on the switchback, but was able to redeem herself with 3 steps on the PVC. Which was lovely, but just couldn't get enough height and fast enough arm movement to get the cane onto the slider. With that being said, though, we now have Emily, Zoe, and Rebecca locked in for the Premier Series finals, and we have one more female athlete to go, and that is Megan Moore.
Yep, Megan Moore, probably the most dominant female ninja that I know of, at least personally here. I've trained with her out in the New York, Connecticut area quite a bit. I've seen her in other competitions and other leagues, and she trains not only with the best preteens, but with the best elite athletes in the world. So I know she's not afraid out here. She's going to just do her thing, and let's see if her thing is going to be enough to get a full clear in this course. I know it can be. The question is today her day? So we're about to find out.
She's got Premier Series experience. She is our reigning Mature Kids female champion in the Premier Series, but now in the preteen female division, aging up a bit into the 11 and 12-year-old area. So now she's going to try her best to assert her dominance against the leaderboard and qualify for Motus this way. And she's already done that by getting to the treacherous triangles out here in 4th place here. So she's guaranteed a placement, but a buzzer would be nice as well.
Oh, a surprising fall. I was not expecting that from Megan. I actually was kind of looking at another part of the course there when she fell, so I don't even know what happened. I was kind of getting ahead of myself, and I wonder herself too. Maybe she's not quite as present as she needs to, and maybe that'll wake her up a little bit here. I don't expect another fall. Look at her. She's so confident in this move. Not even thinking twice. I think it was just a little bit of a mistake.
Lovely stuff. Megan Moore is now going to be coming through just under 2 minutes, coming into the swivel doors as we are transferring from one to the other.
Yep, so far, so good.
On just 2 T-ledgers, a lot of crimp grip going into the transfers there. Now, just under 100 seconds left to go, coming into the switchback. Give it a sec for her to adjust. A bit wobbly, but makes it nonetheless.
Wow, that was close, but she kept it calm. That's a hard move right there, Billy. I think that first move might even be harder than the second move. Swing is crooked, so she's got to wait for it to come around. That might work.
Yes! Got a very high grip, particularly on her right-hand side as well. But now she's boosted herself into 1st place. Only one thing left for her to do now with a minute left and a retry in tow. She wants the buzzer.
Well, we know Megan's got grip, but this is not just about grip here. This is hand speed and precision and everything. So let's see if she can do it. Oh, she didn't get the turn of the ice pick.
It hit it, though. The top of the cane was able to hit the pipe, the slider, if anything. So we're going to try and see. She has a retry. She was so close. She needs to dig deep and get a bit more height.
Yeah, she's got to remember to grab the ice pick and then also lift it. You can't just grab the ice pick and turn it. You have to grab, push, and twist.
Here we go. Oh! No! So close from Megan Moore.
Right there. That was close. Hey, really great run, though. 11 seconds faster than our previous 1st place. So it looks like we are going to be looking at our top 4, moving on to the Premier Series finals with Megan Moore leading the way.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff there from Megan Moore. Even with a little slip up on the treacherous triangle, she was able to redeem herself and get 1st place with the fastest time going into the grip Reaper right there. And she couldn't get the cane onto the track, but that is still going to put her into 1st place for the preteen female division. Absolutely amazing stuff right there. Very proud.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch. I thought we'd see it clear. There's some incredible female preteens that just ran, and obviously we saw a lot of them get to Obstacle 9, but Obstacle 9 is tricky. Matt Bradley coming through with a really tough final obstacle, and remember, that's just part 1 of a 2-part final obstacle. Not only did they have to make that ice pick catch, but they got to climb that rope, kick open the doors, and get to the buzzer, which probably, realistically, once you got the rope in your hand, you probably have a minimum of 8 seconds that it's going to take to do that at this preteen level. I think at most it could take 20 seconds. Even Matt Bradley had an issue with kicking that second door open. So if it takes an elite ninja 2 tries to kick it open, who knows? Who knows?
Precisely so. It's definitely up in the air to whether we might see a clear or not with our preteens coming along through in just a minute. We've got 12 opportunities for it, and we might have a lot of them. We might have none. It can definitely go either way out here, but well done to Megan Moore, Emily Bauco, Zoe Gelsinger, and Rebecca Sillins for getting the top 4 placements for our Premier Series qualifier at Dexterity Depot. Well done to Finley, Sarah, and Ayla from earlier as well, who were able to put in incredible performances right there. But, Joe, we are going to have to go to a break, so Matt Bradley is able to reset the course and adjust it, ready for our preteen male division to take things on.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be ready. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. We'll be back in just a little bit for the preteen males, coming in just a bit.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Welcome back, everybody, to the WNL Premier Series competition out here at Dexterity Depot in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. My name is Billy Dix, and I am joined alongside Joe Morovsky out here today for the competition, and we are about to wrap up the second half of our challenge course for the preteens, with the males commencing very shortly.
Yeah, the preteen females had incredible runs. We saw a few of them get to the final obstacle but could not put it together. And so we're hoping that we're going to see some of these preteen males be able to get us our first buzzer. You can see the run order right here. Ellias is going to be leading us off here, followed by Jack, Vaughn, and Jack. The other Jack, Barton, we have Christopher, Cannon, Drew, and so on down the list, wrapping up with Keaton, who is our fastest runner from the placement course. So the reverse order is in effect here, where our fastest runners go last. There's the little perk for you.
Indeed. So we have got our first runner on the start line. Currently, we've got Ellias Slanker coming through a Dexterity Depot regular. He had a tough fall on the Diamond Dash, I want to say, in the placement course. We're going to be seeing him move along through Sonic Curve very smoothly and onto the Popsicle Sticks to start out our challenge course for the preteen males.
Yeah, we just got to get a clear, right? We're looking for a clear here, and I know we're going to see, or at least have a shot at getting a few here, but Ellias just needs to prioritize getting through these obstacles as quickly as he can without making mistakes, so he can save that energy to have quick enough hands to finish the course. Because that final obstacle, you got to grab an ice pick, and assuming that obstacle stays the same after the Matt Bradley reset, it can get harder, but the question is, will it get harder?
Oh, it's a skyhook move now.
Okay.
That's an adjustment. Keeping that in mind, that is very, very technical.
Yeah, that's fun, too, because you can, in theory, link that dismount still. You just need to set your hips to the right and be ready for the turn and be ready for the dismount all in one. It can be done, and I think we'll be able to see it from some of our faster athletes later on, but let's see how Ellias handles these treacherous triangles. It looks like, I wonder if that second or that third triangle is further now than it was for the preteen females. It looks a little bit further, but I can't quite tell on camera here. Ooh, Ellias going with the lead hand, Billy. Did you see that? Lead hand is going to be tough on a triangle.
That is really risky. We just got word that that third triangle on the incline is further away. So the
Yeah.
gap is going to be a bit further. It might look like that these triangles have been angled a bit different too.
Yeah, I think that third triangle's tipped a little bit more than it was for preteen females, and the dismount here looks to be further too. Well, hey, Ellias, great start here. 6 obstacles down, minute 30 left. They got rid of the handholds. I love it.
No,
I
hate that. I would absolutely hate that, me. I am really, really not a fan of doing the floating boards the standard way. I would absolutely demise that.
I have a love-hate relationship with this, as you can imagine, because the very first season of American Ninja Warrior, I had this obstacle, and I fell on the very last board. So, actually, it might have been the third one. I don't even remember. I just fell. That's all I remember. I remember splashing in the water. So, Ellias already doing better than I did.
Brilliant stuff right now. We can see Ellias adapting on the fly as well. That's a very good skill that these ninjas have, to just be... just the adaptability after a course change like this can be frazzling your brain a tiny bit. Let's see if Ellias can move on through. Nice balance there. He does have 35 seconds now.
Yeah, and we see some changes here.
Reaction.
We're going to be going to some cones instead of some rings, so a little bit harder on the grip. And then it looks like, yeah, that's a hard move.
That's going to be difficult. Your grip. It's going to be a massive challenge to try and not overgrip this obstacle right here, because if you want to keep
a little early.
if you want to keep a lot of strength ready for the final obstacle, you need to not overgrip, and that's really difficult to do on cones like that, and that's going to do Ellias in.
Wow. So Matt Bradley, our course designer, not holding back. You know, the preteen females, they had no clears, but it looks like Matt is kind of banking on no clears here, because that's going to be tough. You know, that just puts some of the lower ranked ninjas, I guess, having a harder chance of getting to the 9th obstacle, because it's just so much harder to catch those cones than rings, in my opinion. Still doable, but changes the course tremendously, especially on an obstacle 8 like that.
Absolutely. We have 11 opportunities, though, to be seeing if one of our athletes here in the preteen male division is going to be getting that buzzer ready for him. It's up there, whether we can see it, especially with these new adjustments. Part of me is thinking whether the final obstacle, the Grip Reaper, is going to have any adjustments. We're just going to fix a couple of tech issues on the course, currently getting ready for our next runner, which is going to be Jack Vaughlumac coming out of Iron City.
Yeah, Jack is from Pittsburgh, and he wanted to give a shout out to his boys in the underground back home. So there's a shout out to the boys. And by the way, he also loves fishing, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't I see that somewhere? There it is.
Yes,
he loves fishing. I was like, I think I'm seeing things on here. Yeah, Jack loves fishing, and honestly, he's gonna be fishing for some buzzers today, because this is not an easy one. I hope he's got some good bait to tackle this course.
That was like 3 fishing puns in one. You did good there. Now then, coming through, Jack. Ooh, nice skip of that first ring there as well. Loving the stuff we're seeing linking through as well. Loving the stuff that Jack is showing us currently, utilizing that little step. Gonna try. Oh, big reach right there to try and move on. Ooh, gonna have to take it a second time.
Yeah, this slider, it looks to be pitched downhill slightly, so if you don't get that backswing, it's going to be tough here. Good little link. I like that.
Yes, good. Loving the dexterity that these guys have already coming into this course right here, adjusting to that skyhook move very well. I'd be there for ages if it was a skyhook.
Yeah, well, Jack is definitely looking really comfortable on this obstacle. This is probably the first crux of the course. Getting through these treacherous triangles is tricky. And you got to get those hips up. You got to trust the grip strength. This is the first tough move, in my opinion. Oh,
nice control
job
there. You could see he kind of overshot the spin, because I think he was trying to control a bit of the spin on the one before, the very, very angled one. And it worked out well for Jack right there.
Yeah, that was really well done. 30 seconds ahead of Ellias right now so far. I think when Ellias got on the first board, by the way, his pointer finger had gone over the top of that left hand on the left board, the first board. And I think Matt was probably telling him, readjust or fix, because he ended up sticking his pointer finger straight up in the air, showing the referee that, hey, I'm not using the top of the board, which was great. Good adjustment. And Jack, not even needing any adjustments, already on to switch back. Let's see, 38 seconds. No.
Just slips off that first step on the spinner right there. Gonna have to take a bit of time. The technique that has worked for a lot of these athletes is to rest when you're on the steps, where there's a bit of surface, though it's angled. You can rest between them and possibly get a bit of time to just sort yourself out like he just did there. Lovely stuff from Jack.
All right, well, plenty of time, but this is really the maybe ultimate crux of the course aside from the final obstacle. That first move is tough.
You could see a lot of strength trying to go into those cones. It is really difficult. It's like you kind of need to have a bit of airtime, but not a lot of velocity, if you get what I'm saying. You can't have a lot of acceleration and speed going into those cones because you'll just shoot off.
Yeah, I wonder if the height or the direction, which is more important here. If this were me on this obstacle, I think I would actually take a little more direct route. I wouldn't go as high. Like that Lachey was pretty good.
Oh, perfect. Right on cue that was.
Yeah, you know what, Billy? I think that was the hard move. I think this one should, as long as he lets go of both hands at the same time, he should be able to lock this in.
No!
Oh, he had his hips behind him.
The strength also just kind of giving out there, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, Billy, I wonder if he just kind of pumped out there. That catch on the cones was a really great catch. Good run overall out of Jack there. And that's not a terrible run at all. I'm wondering if beating obstacle 8 is going to be the hardest part of this course. We still haven't even seen obstacle 9 if there's any changes. Now I know we're only through 3 of the preteen males, so it is too soon to say. And like I've talked about earlier, we've had our slowest ninjas from the placement course. They're going first now in challenge. So statistically speaking, our best athletes are still to come. Let's see how Jack Barton can handle the course now.
Lovely link so far from Jack Barton. He's now coming along through and reaches out to both rings to try and get an even swing outward. Good stuff, keeping hold of it, which is pretty cool. 2:50 as he now takes the skyhook. That was a nice link.
Yeah, he's got a really good pace thus far. 4.5 seconds faster than our leader. Let's see where he ends up after this obstacle. So only about a second and a half left, facing forward with a triangle grab there. It's not conventional, but that works.
Works well for him. That's what matters currently. Also did it pretty fast, which conserves energy, but now Jack is on his way through the treacherous triangles now. Ooh, just slips out.
All right, I'm hoping that was a mistake there, because to fall in the second one, that might be the easiest grab out of all of them. So I have to imagine it was a mistake, because he got to the first one, and that one's not that easy to get to. And getting to the third one is probably the crux of this obstacle. So he's got to lock in on this first one, stay confident, try to absorb the impact, a little extra swing. That looked good.
Ooh, nice.
All right, this one, he's got to lock it in. There we go.
There we go.
He extension though, Billy.
He was still. You got the left side for Jack. Just couldn't hack it, sadly. Still a very, very nice effort, though. I'll give him that. Look at that.
Yeah, he almost had it. Yeah, absorbing that impact, getting those arms bent a little bit more, that's going to help a ton, especially with those triangles that are a little more tilted, because if it starts tilted, you have to think about it. Your high hand is going to be straighter than your low hand. Well, guess what? If your low hand is bent, but not bent enough, your high hand just can't reach. But also, if it does reach, how can it absorb any impact? It can't really absorb any impact if it's at full extension, right? So you're relying on just your grip strength. So great run there, but just not enough.
Here we go. Now Christopher Delgardio is now coming along through Dexterity Depot, as it is his home gym. Out here, going to take a nice little linking motion. We're going to take an extra swing to dismount safely, which is okay. And now comes into the kickoff.
Yeah, Christopher looks to be one of the taller ninjas here, at least from what I'm looking at on camera, which is going to help with some of the reaches. Certainly be able to get off maybe the skyhook, for example, longer reach, maybe an easier time to try to consider linking it. But the taller an athlete is, generally speaking, the more the weight they're going to have to carry. So we're going to want to get Christopher on and off these obstacles as fast as possible. I know for me, that's my goal all the time. I'm 180 pounds right now. I'm a little heavy. And so I can't afford personally to stay on obstacles longer than I need to. And this is one of those age groups.
Oh, the fingers there just kind of slipped. Gonna have to take a minute. Gonna chalk up Wise decision.
He can do this. He can absolutely do this. He's got the reach. Look at that. Right to the second one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Is he like 6.5 feet tall? What's going on here? That was really crazy.
Possibly. The cameras can be deceiving us. Nice transition. Now he's going to have to come through. The fingertips are going to have to be on lock, which he's got. He is fully extended here. Could be trying to conserve energy, but the control is very much still here. One more. Come on, lad. Yo! Yes!
He's having a tough time.
No, the back fall!
Oh, man, he fought for that so badly. What a great second attempt on that obstacle.
All the way up to the end. Oh, man.
Oh, no. Yeah, you could see visibly frustrated, but he gave it everything he had there. He caught that last triangle, and you could see his pinky peeled on the right side. Tried to readjust it, but he looked like he was on his last bit of gas there before hitting empty, and just didn't have enough to get to that landing platform. But that was a really great run, and like I said, great second attempt on those triangles.
Cannon Bird coming along through, kicking off the final 8 that we have here today in the preteen male division. 3 minutes and 5 seconds as he has a nice link with an even grab on that disc.
I wonder if this is the cannon from the kid that did that fidget spinner super high Lachey. I just got a flashback there, and it would make sense. Last name oh no!
Oh! That's an
okay.
unfortunate peel right there. I think the wind might have gotten knocked out of him. He had one hand on the bar, but then just lost his grip and went back first downward. But now it's to shake it off, have a breath, and get ready to go.
All right. Cannon Bird trying not to get his wings clipped here. See if he can get this dismount. There we go. Looking good. I mean, we had that stumble there, and he's just got to shake it off because, to be surprised like that with a quick fall, it can kind of mess with your brain a little bit.
Whoa. A very loose skyhook jump there, but he's still okay. I honestly think it's easier to get an even swing on that way as well, because you're kind of facing forward with that cross grip if you orientate it correctly. This is very, very nice so far for Cannon Bird.
It's interesting how we have a lot of the ninjas going on the triangles. I get it because it's trying to give them a little more height. Oh, man.
Tried to go 2 hands. Both of his retries gone at the halfway point. Not a fun prospect.
I don't know if he needs to do that, though, Billy. Why not just grab the slot, face forward, get a big swing and monkey bar to it? You don't need to try to do something crazy on the outside of the triangles. I mean, it is harder on camera, and I get it. It's a big reach. So he's worried more about the transfer. Great quick hands there.
Okay, that was scary.
But see, right there, that tech could have, I think, worked from 1 to 2, but I might be mistaken. But either way, Cannon moving on to the next part of this obstacle. He's lighter. He's got some what looks to be really good grip strength left. Let's see if I'm right here. Hopefully he can get those hands on, give himself a shot.
This is very good so far. Come on, needs the redemption.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got a lot of control on these triangles. This is a very good sign from Cannon. Yeah!
Got to get the dismount. And he gets
Happy days, dude. 3rd place so far for Cannon, but time is ticking now. He spent a lot of time on the triangles. With 50 seconds, he's going to try his best to progress through as much of the course as he can.
Yeah, Billy, this is a tough obstacle. And I know a lot of kids nowadays, they never practiced this. This is kind of new. And if there were no footholds at the bottom, you better believe that this is a hard obstacle. And I'm kind of excited to see what the elites are going to be doing on this, because I can only imagine those footholds are going to be gone.
I can definitely see that happening. But we can see Cannon on the T-ledges there. Swivel doors coming through. Oh, but that's going to do him in, sadly. Just has a bit of hesitation in the middle of it. But for what that run was, that was a very, very good effort afterward.
Yeah, not a bad idea, too, trying to pick up the pace there on that obstacle, because just getting a few extra points, really important. He had some time, though, to rest and maybe give it a second or two just to kind of refocus before doing it. But either way, not a bad technique there to just try to go and get as many points as he can. Great run in a cannon. And, hey, maybe that run holds up. I don't know. We only have 7 runners to go. Now, granted, they are the fastest ninjas from placement, so it is going to be tough to hold third place, but anything's possible.
Indeed, so anything is possible. And we have our one and only Canadian representative out here coming out of Jerseyville, Ontario, is going to be Drew Morelli, coming out here out of Zakeda Ninja Warrior. Height of 5'2", wingspan of 5'1", 104 pounds. Doing ninja for about 5 years. He's an active and ambitious 11-year-old who excels in both sports and his community. This year, he became the city's long jump champion and helped his 4x100 relay team make first place. He's also on the school basketball team, where he shows strong leadership and teamwork. So it looks like that Drew knows a lot about the mental side of sport and what these guys must be thinking in order to put in a successful performance. And it's working for him right now, Joe.
Yeah, he does a lot in his downtime. And if you even want to call it downtime, you heard, everyone at home heard you, Billy, with everything he's doing. And that's just some of it. Outside of athletics, he puts his time on his family's farm. He's a caddy at a private golf club, so he's doing so many different things and, has a ton of responsibility. So a really cool kid and has a lot of great things going for him. So let's see if we can get a buzzer on this course.
He's on pace to do so as well. He's 8 seconds ahead of Jack Vaughn to this point, with a minute 55 coming into the back end of the floating boards. Nice little overleg strategy going into the final board as he takes hold of this T-ledge and swings down to safety. And now he's going to move on through. Good
pace so far too, Billy. And let's see if he can get through the agility here. We've seen the strength out of Drew. Gets the big jump.
Now then,
all right, here we
this
go.
is an interesting point. Drew is currently in first by 19 seconds, and he has a minute and 25 left, and both his retries still available. He's seen this obstacle be conquered only twice, but it's definitely not... Actually, no, he's seen the first part of this obstacle conquered once. So we're going to be seeing how Drew takes it on. Doesn't want maybe a lot of height. You've had a bit too much there.
Well, hey, if you're going to fail that obstacle, fail it like that, where the reset takes some time, you get a little break, you give it everything you got. I think that's great, because now they have to wait for this to kind of slow down a little bit. They can't restart it. Drew gets a little bit of a break, and Drew is in first right now, so in a good position, but I tell you right now, Billy, getting through this obstacle is going to be huge.
Isn't it just Drew needs a lot of... Oh! I liked the thinking. It was a good idea. He let it go down. He let the chain pull out quickly. But on impact, I think it was just too much and too close to the ground, to the point where I don't think he could have saved himself from a foot tap either.
Even if he were able to save it here, think about that swing that you have to generate in such a long strap. That is tough. I wonder how low he would have been to the ground, though. He had a shot. But I don't know. I think sticking to one hand on each side probably is going to be the way to go here, unless you absolutely know you don't have the grip strength to hold it. But I think everyone in the competition does. I think they have the strength to beat it. It's just a matter of mind over matter, right? They need to believe they can catch this thing and just go out and do it.
Absolutely. The mental game has got to be 100% on point for these competitions right here and these course runs. And Elliot Schleffel out here coming out of the Gravity Forge, coached by Jackson Erdos, the reigning Premier Series champion in the Elite Male division. And when Elliot is not training ninja, he loves to play basketball and football. Here he goes. Going to try his best to move on through these obstacles at a very fast pace. With the Gravity Forge, they train a lot of speed and a lot of tech. Two things that this course is built on.
Yeah, let's see how quickly he can get off of the skyhooks here. Taking a left turn on the course, going up these triangles into the more treacherous version of the triangles. Nice reach, really good pace.
Nice. Going to be very, very precise coming into these triangles. This is the first hard one. This kind of like 30-degree flip, which he's got.
Really good. Yeah, Elliot's putting together a really good run. He almost overshot that right hand.
But he doesn't, and he's okay and still moving through. Again, the fastest pace to this point. 4 seconds ahead of Drew.
This is a really good run, and we're just going to keep seeing these ninjas go faster and faster with these final 5. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Okay, small
This
mistake.
is a first.
I think maybe a foot missed or slipped off. Coach down there trying to wipe off the feet a little bit, but at the end of the day, feet, just get your hands on the board. You got to find that good grip. The hands are a little low. I don't like where I see those hands right now. He's really relying on just fingertips, not a lot of biceps. We want to get those hands higher towards the top of the board. It's working. I like the turn of the hand. I've done that before.
Better.
Yeah.
That's better now. You can see Elliot. He is quite
just
tall as well.
a little
Nice.
closer.
That was very, 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 very tentative.
Oh,
But now
man.
Elliot, he's now coming along through the switchback, taking a bit of time to run on through.
Nice.
Oh, very smooth. A retry still available for Elliot if he were to need it, and an obstacle that he might need it on is chain reaction right here. This is going to be very, very difficult to try and achieve. See if we can get this first move, which he's got. One
right.
more.
That, I think, is the harder one. No!
Oh! The slip out! I
my
think he put too much
gosh.
pressure. Put too much pressure on one of his hands, and that let one of the sides go
No.
forward more.
That's so frustrating. Makes the hard catch and then just couldn't hold on for the dismount or for the next part of the transfer. Well, longer reset, like I said before, so he gets a little bit of a break, which is nice. A lot of the time on these courses, you get like a 10-second break just because the pace is always pushed so much. But on a challenge course, it's kind of nice where you get a little extra time.
Elliot now needs to properly lock in here. He knows he can get that first grab, just needs to emulate how he did it the first time, which he's done. Now, just needs to keep the grip even on both sides. And then Lachey. Oh! It was right there! Are you serious? So close!
It looked like he
Almost
rushed
had it.
the Lachey just one swing too early. His swing was a little bit to his right. And because of that, his left hand just couldn't quite get into good position to grab that left nunchuck. He had it, but because his grip was probably on its final breath, you can see right here his body stays a little to his right, and it was just prioritizing that right hand. It was so close. And almost a clear on that obstacle. Would have been our first so far in the preteen male division, but no clears thus far. Preteen male or female on this course, with the males not even able to get through obstacle number 7 yet, or number 8 rather. So let's see if Brendan can do it. Our next runner here from Reston, Virginia.
Gonna be a difficult one, but Brendan is up to the task. Also worth noting, after this run, we're going to be starting to see some Premier Series finalists placements get handed out to our preteen males out here at Dexterity Depot. You can see Brendan trying to pop through. He wants one of those spots desperately.
I thought he was going to go for it.
Went for it this time,
His
though.
eyes.
Now,
Yeah, his eyes
2
were looking
minutes.
up. It looked like he wanted that link.
he's got to focus. He knows what he has to do. And he knows what he wants to do. Oh, wow. The 1-2 punch on a tilting obstacle like this is scary.
Yeah, I think that first one, realistically, this whole obstacle is very heavy. So getting a lead hand out doesn't mean you're going to fail, but it's just not the best way to do it, in my opinion. You're just asking for a disaster. But what do I know? Brendan going through the obstacle like it's nothing. He's like, Joe, just let me show you how it's done.
2 minutes and 10 seconds now.
Oh,
So
don't lose the board.
our best. Reels it back in. Just over 2 minutes now. Fastest point up to this time. We're starting to see faster athletes come along through these obstacles now. Keeping a careful hand on the top of that board or close to it as he takes in that first T ledge. Transitions to the second and dismounts over. Getting ready to go for the switch back. Ooh, ah!
That's a tough obstacle there for sure. You can't expect anything but giving it your all because balance and agility always are just the equalizer in Ninja. You could be the greatest of all time and anything can happen on balance. But Brendan getting through it, getting to the crux obstacle of the competition thus far. Obstacle number 8, chain reaction. Only a few people have made this first catch. Let's see if Brendan can get it as well and hopefully get onto those nunchucks after.
A lot of height. Ooh, a bit too much height it looks like. He was very, very high, but you can see him immediately afterward. He's trying to right his wrongs in his head so he can execute it on his second try here. He's out of retries now, so if he makes it past here, he's going to have to move on through the rest of this course flawlessly. He's got the time to get a buzzer.
He does. Minute 9 left.
Here we go now. Takes the jump up. Now going to start. Probably one more backswing. Has a lot of height, but just loses his grip. Brendan is down. Second place currently, a minute 45.14 to this point. Oh, super, super close there. Nice tech, redeeming himself on the balance, but it just looks like this obstacle had it out for him, sadly. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was close. But, Brendan coming in at second place. Good time, 1:45. Drew just 3 seconds or so faster, a little bit less than 4. Not a terrible spot to be with 4 runners to go, but I can tell you this. You definitely don't want to be on the bubble with these 4 coming up. I was hopeful we'd see it clear. I'm not so sure, Billy. I'm hopeful, but reality is starting to set in here. This is going to be a tough course. We're going to need to see somebody break through. Just break through this obstacle and show everyone that it's possible to beat it. And I think once we see that, we're going to see more clears. And hopefully Alex from Steel City Ninja. This kid trains with some of the best ninjas there are. And using his tall frame to just kind of look effortless across obstacle number 2. Great pullback.
His sister, Emily, was in the mature kids female division and got a qualifying spot. So Alex looking to match that caliber. So we're going to be seeing if that can be achieved right here. 2 minute 45 as he's going to be coming along through here.
Good idea taking an extra backswing before the crux move there on this treacherous triangles. Nice. Didn't even need a second backswing on that one. Wow, this is looking really good, Billy. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far out of Alex. And I'm sure his sister and his parents as well. We want to see it clear here.
Right then, here we go. Alex. The sister Emily got 4th out of the qualifiers, out of the mature kid female division, our fastest non-finisher. We haven't had any finishers right here in the preteen male division, so we're going to be seeing if Alex Schaefer is going to come on through with hopefully a clear 18 seconds ahead of everyone else at this point. Now. A mile-long lead!
Did he get it?
It's fine, he's fine. Barely got it.
Got it. Falling to the landing platform. 19 seconds ahead of Drew Morelli. And that is going to put Alex into the Premier Series finals, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see if he can
look here. Yes, he's got the iron grip. The steel grip even coming out of Steel City.
He does.
We're going to be seeing 1 minute 25. Can he hack this vertical grip? Yes! There we go! We've got a clear now. We have a clear leader. With that, Alex has also gotten into the Premier Series finals, joining his sister, but he has a retry available and 69 seconds left to go.
All right, everybody wants to see it clear. Got the ice pick in front. He's going to grab it, bring it on top.
Oh, you could see the end. It was right there. I'm just noticing how big that cane is as well.
Yeah,
That's huge.
this is the American Ninja Warrior version, it looks like, where it's an extra long cane, which is nice in some instances, but I think in this one where you have to grab and turn it, it's not your friend. You definitely want to have the smaller one for a move like this, but he was there. Alex can absolutely do it. He's just got to lock it in.
Here he goes. Yes! There we go! Alex Schaefer now just has one more area to go. Pushing up the doors. The rope. Blocking
this is gonna
it.
be so hard.
Climbing up. Pushes it out with both legs. Are you kidding me? Dude. Okay, he's got one. Can he get a second? I was going to say lock his legs into that rope. It's coming back. Hold on to that rope. It may seem hard. Come on, no, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? Go! Just get up, yes! Doesn't even need that second door! Alex Schaefer, our first clear of the preteen division. What a moment that was.
Yeah, so for the viewers at home, World Ninja League says that we can't tell you how to do the obstacle as long as you don't touch something that's out of bounds. And it looks like Matt Bradley allowed a little incidental contact of that door because, as we saw, Alex was able to kick the door open quite a few times, just didn't want to stay open. So maybe Matt was just like, you know what, go ahead up there and hit that buzzer. It was a really great run and just grit, just nonstop fighting all the way to the end.
That was crazy right there. I am like fully out of breath. Everything just exerted right there. Oh my goodness me. Now then, 3 more competitors who now have the ability to match that caliber. A clear. They know it can be done. It is now possible. That's got to give these next 3 lads an opportunity and a bit more grit and determination to want it more. And Glinton Buckley is going to be the first out of the 3.
Yeah, Glinton is so experienced and has everything he needs to get through this course. I definitely think we could see another clear here. It's just going to come down to being confident on every single move. And I think, you know, having a little more, let's say, muscle, like if we were to have an adult division athlete out here versus like these preteens, I think that last ice pick move, that last cane move, it's not even an ice pick really, that's a cane. That's going to be a heavier object than the actual traditional ice pick. So, you know, the taller or bigger the athlete, I think you're going to have an easier time on that obstacle. We'll see how Glinton can handle it. We hope that he gets there. Looking good so far on these treacherous triangles, not looking treacherous at all.
Nice, lovely stuff so far. Has a lot of precision within his fingertips to orientate. That was a lot. That was a bit of a jutter, but I think Glinton is still moving through an all right pace so far. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, as he's now got to try and shift on over to the right. Here he goes, just under 2 minutes. As he's trying his best to orientate himself to reach that T-ledge. Spins it around to get a better grip. And takes it through. Lovely.
So
here he goes now.
Oh,
no! Falls back!
Yeah, Glinton, you can see on his shirt, he has G's Ninja Surveys. And he actually really enjoys, you know, not just surveys for ninjas and ninjas brands, but he enjoys course designing, financial literacy, and business planning. So Glinton is actually well ahead of his age in terms of what he does. So he is just very cerebral, very he puts a lot of thought into things, and I think that's exactly what you need on this course. He's just calculated, and he looks really good. He's looking at the clock right now. He knows exactly how much time he thinks he needs. He was waiting for about 1:05, it looks like, to just get on this obstacle. So, like I said, very calculated. Let's see if he calculated this catch here. Oh, he gets it!
He's got the catch. Here he goes. 55 seconds now. He's in an okay position. Just needs to get this second grab. I don't think he's got to try and get in a position where it's feasible, which he is in. Lovely stuff. 2 in a row now. Glinton Buckley
Glinton
is now
celebrating.
locked himself in.
He's got to move, though. We want to get out of here in starting with 30 seconds. You don't have a lot of time. That rope, if you kick the door open 6 times and it doesn't open, there's going to be issues. We got to get this right here. A little more swing.
Here he goes. 20 seconds. Oh, just couldn't get the cane up there.
Yeah, so he's nodding his head, realizing, hey, okay, this is heavy, but I can do this. And like I said earlier on in his run, I thought this might be the crux. That cane is a little bit heavier for somebody with his frame, so let's see if he can lock this thing in. I know he can, but with 14 seconds, pressure's on. Let's see if he can do it.
See if he can make the cane. He's got it locked in!
Time, Billy. He's got to go.
He can't get up there. This is so sad.
2.
No, worth a shot. It was literally in his grasp right there, but he's going to have to drop down. Sad times.
He doesn't want to get down.
So close. To be fair, you might as well go up to the top whilst you're here. I know I would.
Really good run on Glinton. It was very calculated and very smart run. Just a few mistakes, but we've talked about it. Agility, there's always going to be mistakes to be made there. But he had really good corrections, really good time management, and coming in with second place with 2 runners left.
Okay, really, really close there. You could see his time was his enemy. He could do the obstacles. He had the ability to make it happen, but he just couldn't get there fast enough, which I think is something that these next 2 guys are really going to have to focus on. Glinton is locked in, though, for the Premier Series finals, which is lovely to see, putting both Drew and Brendan on the bubble here. And we've got Alfo Charon coming in out of Freeport Ninja Academy. Gonna be moving along through, coming out of Manhasset, New York. He likes McDonald's and Ninja, 2 of the greatest things ever made, I tell you.
Yep. Alfio we talked about him in the placement course. He really does love to go fast. He puts a lot of pressure on himself to be number 1. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, at a young age, it's tough because if you're not number 1, what does that mean to a kid? You know what I mean? So Ninja is always about giving it everything you have and remembering that you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. And I love watching the progression of Alfio over the years because he has kind of grown with that in mind, knowing that, hey, I'm going to win some, I'm going to lose some. And that is what this sport is all about. And it's also about picking up your teammates, right? Being there for your friends. And Alfio's grown so much. I love to see what he's doing so far on the course today. Really great, really comfortable, calm. He's got about an 8-second deficit in the first place pace behind Alex here, but not bad. Once again, just trying to go for a clear because a clear will put him in top 2 right now with 1 runner to go after him.
We can see here just over 2 minutes. Alfio trying to take control of the floating boards, but couldn't get it. His hand just kind of stumbled and lost his grip with it and fell backwards. Needs to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, this is a really weird obstacle. Now, finally, these kids get to see what I had to deal with. I didn't have footholds when I had to do this thing. It's hard. You have to kind of trust the grip strength, but at the same time, when you pull on those 2 boards, they're coming towards you, and they're closing the gap, and that kind of makes it harder to pinch. So we got to find that technique where I almost think switching the left foot across, if possible, first. I wonder if that would work, where you create this, opposition. Once again, I'm not up there, so I can't tell you exactly, but that would be my guess. Although Alfio figuring it out just needs to avoid a mistake here.
Interesting body orientation as he exits out from those T-ledges. Now Alfio has to be very careful here, not use his hands. Oh no! Just his foot couldn't get onto the angled part a bit early. Take some deep breaths, Alfio.
All right, well, here we go. No. Oh, that was really close, Billy. No fails left.
Here he goes. 1, 2, 3. No! Alfio nearly there. You can see frustration in his body language.
Oh, man.
Putting him into 8th.
Yeah, Billy, we've talked about it a ton, right? Alfio coming in here, 2nd place overall. And just getting taken out by agility 2 times. Agility, we've talked about it. We'll always talk about how you can be the strongest or the weakest ninja, but balance doesn't care. It just doesn't care. So unfortunately, Alfio's run is over, and unfortunately also not going to Premier Series finals, but he'll live to fight another day.
Here we go. Keaton Grosso, our final competitor left in the preteen male division. We can see him popping through. Not a problem currently with 3 minutes. Oh, what the heck?
Was that a fail?
Okay, it is. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Deep breath. He should not be overthinking an obstacle like this. He can't be taking an extra try here. Here he goes. Keaton Grosso. Here he moves. No one failing that skyhook move, which I'm kind of impressed with. I'm liking that. I would have thought someone might have rushed it by now and missed, but no one's done that yet. Here he moves now. Keaton trying to move on up. Coming out of Jump Climb Extreme. Out here, he grew up in Texas, but recently moved to Maryland in the summer. Outside of Ninja, he enjoys playing basketball, watching college football, and hanging out with his rescue pit bull, Minnie. Maths is his favorite subject because, like Ninja, there are endless problems to be solved, and he's just solved the treacherous triangles.
Yeah, and nobody's safe on any of these obstacles, right? We saw Keaton fall in the third obstacle, you know what I mean? It almost has another stumble there. We saw Alfio fall in this once, and then a double fail in the next one. So anything is possible. You can't overlook any of these Matt Bradley obstacles. And I think Tim Dexter actually is a part of this build team as well. Can't overlook any of these obstacles at all.
Here he
that's
moves.
a hand.
Oh, no. Oh,
that,
no,
yeah.
man. This is really nerve-wracking now.
This is crazy.
Keaton, this is crunch time for him now. He's got 100 seconds. Both his retries are gone, and he has the final 3 obstacles still to go. Balance, keep it steady, keep it steady, keep it steady, keep it going, and he's okay! Lovely, okay, but he's gotten in to the Premier Series finals, second fastest up to this point for the people that haven't gotten through it. Let's see. 1 minute 15. Shaking out. He knows he's got a lot to get through.
All right. Well, minute 10. And 1 clear out of every single preteen today. 1 clear, Alex. And we're looking to have Keaton be number 2. He's got to get through. Chain reaction first. 57 seconds. He misses
the
Keaton
is down.
Over. Oh, what a great attempt, but this course only with 1 finisher out of the entire preteen division. Wow.
Oh, man. Unfortunate there. I think the hand placement on the agility obstacle right there, the switchback really did him in. The chain reaction, the havoc that it's caused all day, catching another victim, the final victim, that is. And with that, we have now got the final 4 athletes for the preteen division. We've got Alex Schaefer taking home the only clear in the preteen division, followed by Glinton Buckley, Drew Morelli, and Keaton Grosso. Well done to everyone else who attempted the course out here today. You guys are absolutely brilliant. Same goes for our female competitors as well. Megan Moore taking home first place with Emily Bauco coming in second. Zoe Gelsinger and Rebecca Sillins taking third and fourth respectively. Joe, what a division that was. Oh, my Lord.
I know, and I love how, typically when you go between male and female divisions, you're not going to have a ton of changes, especially after you see, how the previous, division did, within the same division, rather, the male and females. But I love how Matt Bradley switched everything up. This is the Premier Series, right? The best of the best. So if we're going to see some changes, this is the place to see it. So I'm on board with that. These guys and girls know what to go back home and work on until we have the Modus Finals coming up. Congratulations to our top 4 male and females. And Billy, we're going to be back tomorrow with some more Ninja.
Absolutely. We have got the amateur division starting things out at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The teens are going to be following that at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the elite division are going to be coming through, finishing off everything at 3:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Joe, That was absolutely brilliant. It's a pleasure commentating with you as always. I really do enjoy you being here. Absolutely amazing stuff we've seen from absolutely all of our preteens out here. And from Joe Morovsky and Billy Dixon, we've been your commentators for the preteen division. We will see you guys later.
See you guys.
Bye.